Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Thought I would sit down and do another video for you guys and gals. Let me get a sip of my water first. Get my beautiful radio voice going. Let's talk about this. Hold on, let's check the forearms. Arms okay? They're all right. All right, we're going to talk about the power of belief. Power of belief. This is old classic studies. I'm not going to link them because I don't feel like digging them up. They're very easy to find. They've been referenced 100 million times, maybe even 100 trillion times by other people. You can find them anywhere. They're that commonly referenced. Showing the power of belief, ranging from, do you believe that something has steroids in it? Do you believe you have good genetics? They've basically created fake scenarios and put it in the lab, see what happens. All right, first one of those studies. They took two groups of people. They gave one of them a sugar pill. Instead, it's just a sugar pill, right? Nothing special about it. This is to make sure they both got the sugar so no one could say, well, they ate that sugar pill and it might have caused some insulin response that made them gain a bunch of muscle. So we eliminate that. They told the other group, this pill is an extremely powerful anabolic steroid that puts a lot of muscle on people. We want you to take it in this study. So what did they do? They did like the supplement industry did, and they lied. Because that's how the supplement industry works, right? They lie about everything. Nothing, literally nothing they make can help you gain muscle. Some things have some minor health benefits. Creatine might help a little. It shows it help just a little bit. It's the most heavily studied one that shows that. Gives you a very, very, very tiny extra drop of muscle potentially. Outside of creatine, nothing else has ever been found. And if it did, it would be illegal. But they lie. So just like the supplement industry, they lied. They're like, it's going to give you gains, guys. Except that they didn't just say it was a supplement. They told them specifically it's a powerful anabolic steroid. Potent. Right? Like them bull testicles and liver kings feeding you. And about as effective. Equally effective. Although I would say maybe those carbs, because there's an insulin response, are probably more anabolic than anything liver king's feeding you. Insulin being an enormous driver of muscle growth. So, what do you think happened? Have them train in the gym. Now, when I say placebo happens, we don't mean that the placebo makes muscle grow. It means it subconsciously has an effect that makes you respond different. If you believe something is going to give you better gains, you're probably going to try harder and work harder in the gym. Kind of a big deal. Did you leave 5 reps in reserve, or did you take the set to failure? Did you squeeze and brace with everything that you had, or did you just flop through it? I mean, that could double your gains alone right there. Just those things could literally double the amount of muscle you gain. Okay? Maybe triple. So what do you think happened in this study? Well, I'll tell you what happened. The first group, you took the ones, gave just normal gains that you would expect. They gained muscle, right? They had them on some good, I think they gave them the programming, had them trained. They did gain muscle, did pretty good. The group that was given the sugar pill but lied to gained a lot more muscle. I mean, it was significant. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was a lot more. And if I recall, it was something like at least 20% more muscle growth. It might have been 50%. Again, I'm trying to go off memory from this whole study. It was hilarious. Why? Because they believed they were going to get better results. And if you believe that you are predisposed to get better results, you're going to work harder. Now, we've seen this in mice studies with the drowning and everything too, but this is a direct human study related to muscle growth. They flat gained more muscle and more strength by being given a fake steroid. Had nothing in it. There was no drug. There was nothing there. It was sugar. Okay? They gained a lot more muscle. Another study about genetics. They took random people. Like the supplement industry, they lied. They lied. They told these people, they took some blood samples and said, we did genetic testing on you. They took 2 groups of people. They didn't do any testing. They completely picked randomized, completely randomized trial. Okay? They didn't do any genetic testing, and they just randomly pulled the names out of a hat, almost randomly selected the two groups. What do you think they told the groups? They told one group in the genetic test, we found that you have slightly below average genetics for gaining muscle. Okay, this is important because how many of you guys out there tell yourself that? I have below average genetics. I don't have the best genetics. I don't have good genetics, right? Tell yourselves that. A lot of you guys do that. Well, this study is going to tell you the exact results of doing that. I'll tell you the exact results. Because they took the other group. Again, randomly selected. They didn't do any genetic testing. They told the other group, you have superior genetics. You have a gene that's a rare gene that not many people have that predisposes you to gaining muscle and strength faster than the average person. In other words, lied to them and told them that they had superior genetics. You know, keep in mind in bodybuilding, what's a superior gene? Being really short. Being borderline a midget is considered superior genes in bodybuilding. Clearly you can see that because they're all like 5'5", 5'6". Go in a room full of IFBB pros who've been at the Olympia and tell me they're not. They're not 5'8" or 5'9". That's a lie. I've been in the room with these people. So back over to superior genetics. Oh, bodybuilding world. What do you think happened? Very obvious what happened. The group that were lied to and told they had good genetics versus the group that were lied to and told they had bad genetics gained more muscle and more strength. Because they lied and told them they had better genetics. The other group probably didn't train as hard. They didn't put as much effort in. There was just not as much intensity, not as much consistency. Because they thought they were going to get inferior results. And because they believed they were going to get below average results, they did. Because they put in below average effort. The group that were lied to and told that they had great genetics, superior genetics, what they were told is what came to fruition. Because they believed they were going to get better results. They did. Why? Because they're like, man, I'm gonna win. I could really get a lot out of this study. They're giving me good program, good, some good coaching. I'm gonna get the most out of this, man. Especially now that I know, because it was a little short-lived, because in their head now they've had for weeks that I got superior genetics. They probably even recovered faster because they believed they would. They gained more muscle. Do you guys understand this? Lying to these people in both of these cases about either something they were taking or their inherent potential made them get better results. Belief affects your gains. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys and gals next time.